Welcome back in. Man, week 13 of college football already here. Week 12 of NFL already here. Wow. Too excited to get into it today. Unbelievably, week 12 of NFL, week 13 of college football. I mean, we got 2 weeks left of the regular season of college football. And, I mean, wow. It's unreal. I mean, it's crazy to just think that the season's flown by this quick. I mean, we got some big, massive games this weekend. I mean, shit, even in the NFL, we got some big games in the NFL. Everything, I mean, you know what it was, beginning of the season, everyone celebrating, like, still good. Yeah, we're 3-0. Yeah, we're 4-0. Like, all that stuff. It's like, yeah, we got a good quarterback. We're going to be all right. All that stuff's over. Now is the time where we all turn our heads and look at the playoffs. It's that time, man. College football, like I said, they got 2 weeks of the regular season. They got this week, rivalry week next week, conference championship week. I believe we got Army-Navy after that, and then we start the college football playoffs right after that. I mean, it's already upon us NFL-wise. I mean, shit. It's already week 12. We got a month and a half of the regular season left. Wow. Month and a half of the regular season left. That is crazy to think about. And then it's playoffs. But like I said, I mean, we're looking way too far ahead. We got to focus on the here, right now. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to copy that commercial. No offense. By the way, side note, between that and the nothing against Wicked, by the way. I've just fallen asleep too many times to Wicked and then heard that. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to bash on Wicked too much. I haven't seen the movie. Nothing against the movie. It's just between that and the right here, right now, right here, right now. Between that and then the Wicked girls scream at the... I'm not even going to try to mimic that. You know, but the high pitch at the end of it. Man, I'm about tired of those, man, because I'm always like half asleep, about to fall asleep, then I just hear, right here, right now. But man, I don't know why we're talking about that. We need to... Anyway, that's a me issue. That's not I don't need to bore you guys with that. You know why we're here. It's Pickem Thursday, week 12. I don't need to waste your guys' time. We had a great week in Pickem. Let's head over to that damn board. So like I said, man. We should have had first. Honestly, I should have just flipped the Baltimore pick. Hindsight being 2020, should have just flipped the Baltimore pick. The rest, I mean, of the 3 I missed, that's the only one where it's like, I can see the Steelers winning, but not too mad about it. I mean, I'm not going to complain too much. I'm very happy with how the picks turned out for us. I mean, it was a very good week for us, as you can see. And hey, that boy Danny, we gained 21 points on him. It was a massive week, so we got some shiftings in the rankings. I mean, man. Like I said, we're talking about right here, right now. We're making our moment. It's time. I mean, look at this. Look at this, people. From 9th to 6th in a weekend. It was a honestly very big weekend for us, getting up to 6. Like I said, we're separating from the pack a little bit. Now, as you can see, 12, 11, they're starting to get back, but we're starting to go up and ascend, which is really what we need. You look forward to... Man, so basically coming into this week, we probably want to gain about 10 to 12 points. So we want to be about 4th place-ish. If we can get in the 4th place, that will make me feel really, really good. That top 3 is going to be tough, though. That's the part that's going to be fun. I mean, shit, we're 10 points out of 4th, 27 out of 3rd, and I mean, shit. All of a sudden, it's right there. Season's right there in front of us. We just had a really good week. Like I said, I mean... Not a bad week at all. Let's see if we can do that again. Let's try to do it again. It's coming in tonight. Pittsburgh, Cleveland. This feels very, very trappy. I'm going to have a very low number on this. I think. I want to put a big number on Pittsburgh, but this just feels like a trap game. Coming off a big Baltimore win. Now you're going on to Thursday Night Football on the road in Cleveland, who's been struggling and been pretty bad. And everything in the stat book says Tomlin on Thursday nights. In the division as well. Not the best. So this is going to be one where that's going to be tough. By the way, 6 teams on bye this week. Bye-pocalypse, pretty much. Should I even go over who's on bye? Probably should. I'll start pulling that up a little bit. Minnesota, Chicago. I mean, it's going to be one of these weeks. Chicago's going to get to burn us. I feel like they are very close to winning some football games. They damn near should have won last week against the Packers. They damn near should have won. We'll take a win, though, for the Packers to have how that could have been different. But like I said, Atlanta, New Orleans, New York Jets, Buffalo Bills, the Buffalo Bills, Cincinnati Bengals, and Jacksonville Jaguars. All those teams are on bye this week. So it moves us ahead. But like I said, I just can't get myself around to picking the Bears. Oh, yeah. Detroit, Indianapolis. Wouldn't it be hilarious? I'm not even going to break this game down. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I am hella biased on this game. I for sure think the Lions will win. Well, I actually think there's a chance the Colts cover here. I truly think there's a chance that I just saw the Indy bettors are sick in the head and the wallet. I guess I'm fucking sick as hell then. Let's be honest. Detroit's probably going to win this game. Detroit's probably going to cover in this game. I'm going to pick them, but I won't be betting on them. They've been playing absolutely lights out football lately. They've been absolutely on fire. It's just the nice part for the Colts now, with Anthony Richardson starting, it's a wild card. I mean, anything can happen. Anthony Richardson could go off. Remind me never to wear this shirt again. Holy shit, I'm becoming translucent. I might actually have to change shirts mid-show. I didn't think shout out to Notre Dame, by the way. Didn't think this would be an issue, but it's starting to become a bit of an issue. Damn, I gotta change shirts? Give me a second. That sucks. Who am I kidding? I'm just gonna rock with it. We're just gonna have to try to not... Shit, we're gonna have to change. Honestly, can't believe I didn't notice that before, how see-through that was getting. That's on me. I apologize. I would definitely will change. So instead of play like a champion today, we're just gonna chase greatness. Stare down sports. Stare down greatness. Anyway, Miami Dolphins, New England Patriots. I am not taking the New England Patriots. I can tell you that right now. Tampa Bay, New York Giants. I'm not taking the New York Giants. For sure, especially with Tommy DeVito starting, I'm not taking them. And then when it comes to this game, I mean, this is simply just... Dolphins have no reason to lose that game. I just don't see... I think this is going to be a close game. I think Drake May's going to play good, but I just don't see how the Dolphins lose that game, especially with Tua back and their weapons looking a lot better. If their defense continues to play like that, yeah. Washington... Okay, I was about to say, there's no way... I'm thinking Dallas. And I was trying to look down here at the percentages. Just curious what the public was thinking. Kansas City at Carolina. I mean... If Kansas City loses to Carolina, people, do I even need to explain? Do I even need... I don't think I need to go through this game. Let's be real. Do I need to explain this game? Anyway, Houston, Texans, Tennessee Titans. This is going to be a fun one. I would be lying to you if I said Houston feels like a lock in this game. I do think they're going to win. I probably will end up betting on them. If not spread, I'll probably throw them in a teaser maybe, but... I don't know. If I had to pick my almost upset of the week, something tells me Tennessee might get them there. The fact it's a division battle, the defense is playing pretty good. But Nico Collins is back. He was kind of limited snap-wise last week. Figured they're going to let him go a little bit more this week. I just can't get myself around taking the Titans. So far, all favorites. Cool. That's going to work out well for us. Denver, Las Vegas. I mean, I'm at least taking some road dog favor. I mean, man, though. Well, Denver, Las Vegas, I mean, I just can't take Las Vegas. When the coach came out and asked Gardner Minshew starting, I mean, watch that interview if that tells you how he feels about his quarterback situation. Antonio Pierce, tough one for you, man. I feel for you. I got to go Denver here, though. Their defense is playing lights out. I just don't know how the Raiders are going to be able to put up a lot of points. I mean, shit. Did you see Denver last week against the Falcons? You're telling me Las Vegas is going to score more than that? I mean, they might, because at least they are home, but I just don't. It's going to come down to Bo Nix pretty much, if Bo Nix is able to do much. If he's able to do anything somewhat to what he did last week, I think they got a legitimate shot. Green Bay at San Fran. I think I got to take San Fran here, man. I don't know. That's going to be tough. That's going to be a game. I won't lie to you. If I end up flopping day of Sunday, don't blame me, but I don't think I will. But I just can't get out of my head. 49ers blew the game this is my thinking of it. The 49ers blew the game last week. They've been having a lot of issues. This feels like hey, let's get our shit together. We need to figure this thing out. But same thing for the Packers. They had a rough game last game, but they ended up winning by blocking a kick. So it's not one of the, I don't want to say imposter syndrome because that's not really the correct way to use it, but it's just one of the things where one of the worst things you can do is win a game that you shouldn't win. And it feels like Green Bay kind of did that last week. So I'm thinking there might be, obviously, Green Bay's a really good team. They're really talented. But I think there might be a little bit of a hangover effect potentially from that. And I think there's going to be a close game still, but I think there's a chance that Green Bay kind of blows it here. And then they, going on to Thanksgiving, I think they play Thanksgiving. They will have the reset of, all right, hey, let's lock it back in. We're all good. Because I think this is going to be, last week, like I said, kind of shaky against the Bears. So either they were looking ahead to this game, or like I said, they're 7-3. They're feeling themselves a bit, so they're starting to perk up a little bit. They do play the Dolphins on Thanksgiving. Yes. Okay. So yeah, that's going to be a fun one. I'm for sure taking them on that game. So yeah, I won't be shocked to lose this one here. Arizona, Seattle. I'm actually going to go Arizona here. I've been very happy with what I've seen. And now the inverse, where I think Seattle stole a very emotional game against San Fran now, and Arizona coming off a bye in division battle. I look for Arizona to take it on the road. They've just been playing some good damn football. Yeah, that's going to be another exciting game. I can't wait to watch that one. Philadelphia, Los Angeles Rams. Fly, Eagles, fly. Going to be this, man, we got some good games. And damn! 4 games in a row that are bangers. Philadelphia Rams, like I said, though. By the way, I'm not talking Denver, Vegas. I'm talking about the one we're about to talk about. Philadelphia Rams, I just don't know how the offensive line's going to hold up for the Rams. If they've been playing some good pass rushes, there's been some... It's been getting bad for them. I mean, even shit. The Patriots were in that game for a lot of the game last week. It took the Rams too long to get going and pull away from it. I don't know though. I think this is gonna be a good battle regardless. With the way Philadelphia's been playing, I just can't get myself to take the Rams. The Eagles have been playing some great damn football. I mean, that game with the Commanders, Saquon Barkley just absolutely takes it over. But anything shit between him, AJ Brown. I mean, you got a weapon in the backfield, you got a weapon outside. I mean, we got Devonta Smith on the other side. I mean, it's got Jalen Hurts at quarterback. They got some really good defenders. I mean, this team's just damn good. Hey, on the other side, we got Matt Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, Kyron Williams. I mean, this is gonna be a fun game. I gotta go Philly though. We basically got the Baltimore Ravens they're both in the AFC. That doesn't work. Shit. We got the Baltimore Ravens taking on remnants of the Baltimore Ravens. Jim Harbaugh versus John Harbaugh. Former Greg Roman of the Chargers coming back to play in Baltimore. I mean, Chargers have a lot of players who are former Baltimore to play. Chargers have a lot of players that are former Baltimore players. Let me retry that again. And wow, I think I might take Chargers here. I hate to say it. Ravens coming off a very, very tough loss. I don't know if they're going to drop 2 in a row. I'm kind of in my own head a little bit because of how many favorites I have picked, where I'm like, oh, I should probably pick another dog or two, but let's just go over some of the dogs this week for the pick wise. Like Cleveland, like I said, we think they have a chance to win that game. I just can't get myself to pick them. Chicago, they have a little bit of a chance. No way in hell I pick them. Colts, I want to pick them, but we're just going to put a semi-lowish number on this game. And by lowest, I mean probably like 8-7, somewhat reasonable. But I'm not going to pick them because we're going to be betting on them. New England, no way in hell I'm betting on them. New York Giants, can't get myself there either. Carolina, hell no. Dallas, hell no. Tennessee, hell no. But even though I think Tennessee does have a chance to win that game, hell no, I ain't betting on Will Levis anymore. Las Vegas Raiders, hell no. San Francisco 49ers. Yeah, that was not as bad. That's going to be a fun game. Arizona, I did take there, who is a dog, actually. So I got 2 dogs so far. I lean Chargers. I just genuinely do. But at the same time, it's mainly because of the pass attack of the Ravens. I think you can get that passing attack of the Ravens. But at the same time, it's like, man. That's going to be a tough one. But I'm going to go with my gut here. Like I said, we had a really good week last week, so it would just suck to blow it on that game. But I think a lot of people will have a low number on that game, I would hope. So I'm going to actually go with the Chargers there. Man, that's going to be a fun game. I'm just scared of Justin Tucker, too, man. Justin Tucker, he just doesn't seem right as well. Oh, that's going to be a great game, Jim. We'll go 24-27, and we'll go 24-21. By the way, tiebreakers, it came down to tiebreakers in Pickem. I still don't understand how I lost. Looking at the points-wise, I think it's because I didn't pick. I think it's win margin. So I think because I had these games too close, like I had the Cowboys Houston Texas game a little bit closer than my aunt. Fuck. That hurt. My aunt did, who won. She, I think, got that one. I don't know. I've played this now for years, and I still can't figure out these tiebreakers sometimes, but we did better than the other guy, at least. We got second, but man. Shout out Justin, man, for Make me only have to stress for first or second. But scored the most this week. Who is 99-1? We'll go Chiefs. Who's going to score the least? We'll just go Carolina. We'll just stick with that game. So that's what we're looking at now. Now we got to start dishing out some points. Detroit, Indy, we'll just go 9. Points are going to be really valuable this week. The fact that the 13 is the highest number, like this is a week I only want to miss 4 games. And I don't even want to miss 4 games. But if I'm going to miss games, I want to miss max 4. If I miss any more than 4, you might as well just chalk the week as it is. If I'm being real, I only want to miss 2 games this week. That'd be the goal. If I could have a perfect world, I'll only miss 2 games this week. We'll go 12 here. Well, that would 12 here. We'll go 10 again. Houston, I guess. Denver. We'll go 8. Arizona. We'll go with the 4. New England, Miami. I don't really want to throw a big number on Miami, but we'll go. So we're just kind of bouncing this down some. Tampa Bay, New York. We'll fade Tommy DeVito. Yeah, we'll fade Tommy DeVito. I'm actually okay with that. Minnesota, Chicago, we'll go 6 there. Pittsburgh, Cleveland, we'll go 3. Actually, I'm not going to lie to you. That might have been the quickest we've ever gone through the numbers, and I actually kind of like all of them. I can't get over that. I was just clicking, I'm like, damn, I actually kind of like that. Damn, I think I'm kind of really into. I don't even know if I said a word during most of that. I was just sitting there, click. But this, like I said, I actually kind of do like these numbers this week. Not mad about it. I like a lot of my big numbers, like Chiefs. No reason to lose that one. Washington, no, they shouldn't lose that one. There's no reason. Houston, Tennessee, a bit more nervous about. But I think, you know what? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to go 9. I messed that up. We'll put, no. That's what I wanted to do. We'll put a 9 on the Lions just for the fact, I mean, I don't need to be biased. I won't be biased. We'll just leave, we'll make that number a little bit bigger because, like I said, I actually think there's a chance that Tennessee steals that game. I don't think they shouldn't. Like, Houston, there's no reason Houston should allow them to steal that game, but just with the way they can be, Houston might let them. But yeah, this is what we're looking at picks-wise. We're really going to have to get our points early because, yeah, that 4 o'clock window, I think the 4 o'clock window is about the Houston-Tennessee-ish game. I mean, we're talking 7, 2, 4, 5, 1. I mean, I don't got a lot of points. So we're going to have to hit. That 1 o'clock window is going to have to be nice for us. Hopefully we can get a lot of hits in it. This is going to be nice, though. We got what? I think it's, this is going to be, it sucks that we're missing a lot of games, I will say that, but it should be a nice little breakup for, I think, the slate, because we got what? Unless they screwed it like they usually do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 1 o'clock. I wish they would have made it 6 and 4. 6 and 4 would have been perfect, but 7 and 1 ain't too bad. Yeah, we can't complain about that, but that's what we're looking at picks-wise. Like I said, real quick to look back at the year. I mean, we want to get in 4th. About 4th place. If not 4th, we want to be 3rd. No, it's going to be fun. I'm excited. We're right back in the thick of it. Consecutive weeks of just chopping the wood, man. Just keep hammering away, keep hammering away at the lead, and look at that. All of a sudden, Danny's fallen. This is week 12 of the NFL. It took 12 weeks. First place has finally fallen, and all of a sudden, first place is an earshot. I got 20 points over Danny in a week. I do that 2 more weeks in a row, we might be in first. But, man, going to be a fun pick'em week. Let's go over some of the bets now. Back onto the gridiron. Yeah, we'll just leave that. I thought I had something else to say. I did not. We'll just go back to the gridiron, and let's go over now our NFL bets and some college football bets in this week. Like I said, NFL bets. We'll just run down the board pretty much. We'll probably do this for NFL and college. I'll admit, we're 12 weeks in. I'm still not writing any of this stuff down. It's unbelievable. I literally have it all set up to write down for when I get home, and then I hit start recording, and then we start, and I'm about 10 minutes in. Every time it's like, shit, didn't write down any of the bets. But don't worry, I know exactly what we're taking with some leans as well, so let's just hop right into this thing. Pittsburgh Steelers, 3.5-point favorites. That hook scares the hell out of me, so I'm probably going to stay away from that. This is probably going to be a big live betting game for me just for the fact that I don't know what to expect from these teams. They really don't have... Do they have touchdown scoring props up? They do. I thought they didn't for a second. Najee at plus 100 is a lean. We'll probably take Najee anytime. We'll take Najee anytime. Which, like I said, plus 100. I probably will go David Njoku at plus 350. We'll probably look at some of his stats as well, or some of his stuff as well. But this is a game where it's like, we are not going to be taking too much here, because just for the fact that this is a rivalry. These are two teams that defensively could get, it could get gross. We'll take Njoku over 44.5. 44.5 receiving yards. And then, sorry about that. I just couldn't spell for a second. And then, what are his receptions? 4.5. I actually do like that. And we'll go over 4.5 receptions. If you want any more bets for this game, feel free to check out Captain by Hook tomorrow. Because like I said, I'm not going to lie to you. I'll do one more deep dive, see if I find anything else to give out on his show. But I'm not going to give out too much. Darnell Washington, maybe over 2 receptions. Maybe over 11.5 yards. Like, there's... I don't know. I don't want to take really anything in this game. This, like I said, this is going to be a big live betting game for me. It just sucks. This is going to be a good Thursday night football game to watch. Not the best to bet. Steelers have always been one of the weirder teams to bet on, especially these last few years, just because offensively they've not been the best. And yeah, this feels like a game where the offense might, I don't know, the offense might have to do a lot, might not have to do much at all. I don't know what version of Jameis we're getting. That's also, but Jameis Winston over 1.5 passing. Oh, we're going to actually take this. This is horrible. No, we aren't. I was going to say Jameis Winston over a half passing touchdowns, literally minus 240. I mean, minus 240. Russell Wilson over half passing touchdowns, minus 235. What the hell are we doing, man? If you parlay both of those together, it is minus 103. I might actually do that. I'm not going to lie. I usually don't like to do that. Give out parlays. Like, I'll be honest, I'm just not the biggest parlay bettor anymore. I used to be, but honestly, I got away from it the more I realized, like, I started actually tracking the stuff, and I started doing all that stuff, and it's, oh, I'm actually not winning as much as I thought I am. I'm breaking even a lot more than I thought. Seeing all the losers when it's like I'm hitting a parlay going 6 of 7, 5 of 8, stuff like that. I was like, let me just start doing more singles. But this is something I'm actually interested in. Russell Wilson over a half passing touchdown. Jameis Winston over a half passing touchdown. You can get that minus 103. I mean, both these guys throw one passing touchdown. They're NFL quarterbacks. I know. But if anybody's not going to do it, it would be that game. Yeah, that's what I'm going to lean for that game. I don't think I really want to take anything else in that. Another probably stay away from me. Vikings, 3.5-point favorites of the Bears. Just don't like the number. We'll tease the Vikings, get that to... Damn, that's going to be 2.5. That sucks. I mean, it literally feels like that's what they did. As they put the Steelers at 3.5, Vikings at 2.5 to keep them away from teasers. At the same time, though, Vikings haven't looked the best the last 2 weeks. We'll just put it that way. That's the main reason I'm staying away from this game so much. They've had a rough last 2 weeks the way they've looked. We're going to take Justin Jefferson anytime touchdown, and that's probably about it for this game. We'll take some Justin Jefferson stats as well, maybe. But past that, I really don't have any interest in this game. Roschon Johnson, anytime touchdown, the goal line is going to be a play as well, I believe, because it looks like he's starting to get more carries under the new offensive coordinator, which the Bears should have done sooner. I'm not going to keep that one quiet, but yeah. Shane Waldron just didn't work out for them, like I said. Roschon Johnson starting to get a few more touches on this new guy, so that'll be something we look at. I will take this. Bucks minus 5.5. Mike Evans should be returning. They just announced that he is... Because of what? Oh. That sucks. Marshawn Lloyd just got back to the 53-man roster. Now he has appendicitis, and he's going to be on the non-football injury list. That sucks, man. Hopefully he can get healthy. Man, that really sucks. What are we going to do? Mike Evans. That's what I was looking at. I was like, damn, what was I just looking up? 100% got... Hey, that's... Hand up, that's on me. I 100% got sidetracked by the Marshawn Lloyd news. But Mike Evans, let's see. Where is this Mike Evans news at? Ian Rappaport. Man, I truly cannot find this. Where's this damn tweet at, Ian? Alright. like I said, though, I think... Damn, now I just look like an idiot because I can't find this. All right, we're just going to... Maybe it's somebody else I saw tweeted it out. So, Mike Evans, hamstring injuries, back at practice, planning to play Sunday. So, it's obviously not fully confirmed yet, but it's a plan. And this is something to keep in mind. For the 11th consecutive year to reach 1,000 yards, Mike Evans needs 665 yards over the final 7 games. So, you can expect he's probably going to get 1 or 2 100-yard receiving games in there. So, keep an eye out for betting that. So, yeah, we're going to take Buck Evans. We're going to take Buck's stuff. We're going to take Mike Evans, and not butt stuff. Bucks as in Buccaneers. We're going to take Mike Evans anytime touchdown. Mike Evans, probably some of his reception totals as well. Those aren't up just yet, though. And past that, Bucks fine at -5.5, staying the hell away from this game. Dolphins, 7.5-point favorites over the Patriots. Division game, staying the hell away. This is going to be pretty unpredictable. We'll take look for Devon Achane to go off. But yeah, this is going to be a big week where I'm probably staying away from a lot of these NFL games. There's just too much weirdness. 3.5, weird number for the Steelers Browns. Don't like it. 7.5 for the Dolphins Patriots. It should cover, but I just... Oh. Man, where's my red pen at? Yeah, you're pulling my leg. We'll write it in red. Dolphins -7.5. I really don't want to do it, but we're going to see. We might come back to it just because I can't remember if I even... Looking now, we might not end up with a lot of NFL bets. We might end up coming back to that one, giving it out. We're going to look for, like I said, some Devon Achane stuff. Maybe some Tyreek Hill stuff past that. Not too much interest in Patriots Dolphins. Another game. Hate the number. Texans -7.5 over the Titans. Hate this number. So we're going to write it in red. If I can get to 7, it's not as bad. I just don't like this hook because there's just too much. With how weird NFL can be sometimes, it just feels like I can't do it. Also, too, it's just we're week 12 into the season now. Some of these numbers, it's week 12. Like I said, we still got 6 weeks left of the regular season and a whole playoff run. I don't need week 12 to be the weekend. I just go 0 for 15, 0 for 8 on all this stuff and just absolutely kill my stats. So, like I said, we're going to write it in red. God damn, dude. They just made this week not teasable. That's literally what they're... Yeah, this has to be what they're doing because of all these games. Looking ahead. But yeah, Joe Mixon, look for him to do some stuff. I forgot we're still talking Titans. You won't catch me betting on anything Titans-wise. Maybe Calvin Ridley. Maybe. I have no interest in betting that team, man. At least when Mike Vrabel was there, you could expect some toughness, expect some discipline, stuff like that. I truly have... I don't know what to expect from these Titans. It feels like one week they can throw... Like last week, they throw a 98-yard touchdown. And that's the only way they score. That's awesome. But they only dropped 13 points. I felt like that was the only play I saw from the game from the Titans. It's just... Man, I don't like that team, man. I don't like that team. Joe Mixon, anytime touchdown, probably is going to be a good play. And then we're going to look for some Nico Collins receiving stats. He should have hit him if they didn't call back that first play, so it might not be a bad play. Moving on, Commanders, -10.5 versus the Cowboys. Another one we'll write in red because this hook, a motherfucker. I won't lie to you. I would be a lot more interested in these lines if I haven't got burned by this hook so many times this year. I can't remember if it's given out or not, but I think I did the number. It's like I've lost 10 bets by the hook this year in the NFL, and we're in week 12. That's almost an average of 1 a week where it's like, I guess that's counting college football too. That's on me. That's counting college football. So college football and NFL through a combined 13 weeks of betting it. We've had 9 games decided by a hook or 9 massive bets decided by a hook. Where it's just like, all right, I'm going to start respecting it. I've learned, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, fool me 4 times, fool me 5 times. About 7, 8, 9. I'm like, all right. So we'll make the hook matter a little bit more. So the fact that it's 10.5, it makes me really nervous for this game. I think the Commanders are going to rout them. But the fact it's a division game, the hook makes it really matter to me. And, man, I just don't know what we're going to get out of Jane Daniels. He's been hurt a little bit. Hasn't been playing. He's been playing great, but he hasn't been playing the best. His legs, you've been seeing him hold back his legs a little bit to keep him from getting smacked completely. But he's still running, but it feels like something's missing. Somebody who will, I think, do a lot of running this thing, Brian Robinson, we're going to take his over. We're going to take his over. We're going to take him to score. McNichols, Eckler. This is a running back game, so we're just going to do RBTDs. RBTDs. That's running backs scoring touchdowns. That's what we're gonna expect this weekend. I think that, the Commanders are this is going to be a great game for them to get some running backs involved and take advantage that way. Chiefs minus 10.5 over the Panthers. I will take this just for the fact that there is absolutely zero reason the Chiefs shouldn't cover this number other than the fact that they give up like a garbage touchdown or two and just basically... the only way they don't win this game is they basically pack it up and they lose 20-10. Past that, I just don't see how the Panthers are able... Do I even need to explain it? I just don't see how the Panthers are able to do anything. So because of that, though, we probably are going to stay away from a lot of props because I don't know what to expect in this game from the Chiefs. I wouldn't be shocked if Worthy gets a little bit more work, try to get him involved in the more offense again. Obviously, they're going to try and win this game, so they're going to use some of their good players. I just don't know. It felt like they were holding some of the guys back against the Bills, not using them fully. So I just don't know what to expect from him in this game. Jonathan Brooks, I am excited to watch that kid come back and play. Hasn't played yet in the NFL. Got him back in one of my fantasy teams, man. There's another team that dropped him in my buddy's league. Not my league, sadly, but my buddy's league. Shout out Jaron. That's not the guy who dropped him. That's just his league. Shout out to Jaron and his fantasy football league. But somebody dropped Jonathan Brooks, able to get him back on the squad for a late playoff push. Your boy just needs to win 3 out of 4, and I want to say for sure be in the playoffs. 2-4, 1-4. Anyway, but we're talking this stuff. Yeah, like I said, Chiefs minus 10.5, and between we're going to go too many props in that game. We need to figure out live. That might be a good game to bet some weird names like your Noah Grays, your Sky Moores, your Carson Steeles, like that. Ooh. That might be a good one. Those might be some good things because I think the Chiefs might... I think they're going to rest some of their guys at some point in this game. So, that's why we're going to be taking any props. Colts plus 7.5. Is that even... Do I even need to explain myself? I probably will tease the Colts, though, in an actual teaser. They... Like I said, with Anthony Richardson coming back, they are leaps and bounds, I think, better offensively because their run game is now unpredictable. Before, it's just, all right, Jonathan Taylor's getting the handoff. Now it's like, is that boy going to run the ball? Wait. Who's running the ball back there? That's what I'm really excited to see. Can't wait to watch it. Anthony Richardson, we're going to take his rushing over. It didn't hit for us last week. Tough one. That was just more of a... I think this number was pretty big, too. 30 yards was a lot. The Lions, though, the guys that beat the Lions the best at the quarterback position, they can scoot a little bit. And that boy AR can scoot. So I'm going to look for him to score a touchdown as well. I do love his rushing over. Josh Downs is probably a decent play. Adonai Mitchell is probably going to be... I don't know, actually, about Adonai Mitchell. Let me take that one back. I think Michael Pittman might take a step up as well. I don't know. It's just between Michael Pittman's injury and him actually playing, I just don't know. I don't know if he's, basically... Obviously, he's not wasting a position out there because he's able to play, but I just don't know what he's going through pain-wise out there. Especially with back injuries, that's something to worry about, so I don't... We're not fully for sure there, but might take some Jonathan Taylor stuff. You know how it goes for the Lions, so let's go. Jahmyr Gibbs, anytime touchdown. David Montgomery, anytime touchdown. Amon-Ra, anytime touchdown. Amon-Ra's on that streak. So don't forget to do that. And the Colts always give up something on the ground or in the air, so obviously this is your fun point. Who do you want to bet on? Last week it was Breece Hall that went off on us, so we're going to go running back. I'm going to bet Jahmyr Gibbs' rush over. I'm going to bet David Montgomery's rush over. And we're going to just hopefully end up breaking even on one of them. Broncos, minus 5.5. Give it to me. I love the Broncos. I love that it's 5.5 too and not 7.5. I think this will be a close game for a while because it's a division game. By then, I think Sean Payton's eventually going to be able to put his foot on the throat, and they're going to end up pulling away late. Very excited to see how Bo Nix plays against this defense, especially with the pass rush the Raiders have. But Raiders are dealing with running back injuries. I think both the running backs are hurt. I don't know who's playing, who's not between that. So, we might be talking third-string running back getting touches. Brock Bowers, excited to see how he plays. Quarterback-wise, they're an absolute mess. So there's no reason for me not to bet on the Broncos. Prop-wise, maybe take some Cortland Sutton stuff. Let's be real. Sean Payton's not fun to bet on for the fact that he gets everyone involved and he won't tell you when. Like last week, he's like, we can't wait to give Audric Estimates more touches. We can't keep him off the field. Then Javonte Williams plays majority of the game. Audric Estimate doesn't get into the very, very end. And then Sean Payton goes, we're going to let the hot hand play at running back. So, You know how I feel about hot-handed offenses. We don't waste money on those just for the fact that I'm not going to bet on Andrick Estimator to score a touchdown just to watch him not get any carries until the fourth quarter when they aren't trying to score. I might have done that last week, so we're going to learn our lesson this week. Just kind of stay away and watch. Maybe if we can get a feel live of who's going, that might be good for that. But we got some other games we're looking at. 49ers, Cardinals. 49ers being dogs. We'll take the 49ers on the money line. We will give out the 2.5, though, for record sake. Probably end up betting the 2.5. Maybe, I probably shouldn't tease them. I might not even make a teaser this week, if we're being honest. I'm about sick of them. I just want to hit one more and be done with them for the season, because I hit one earlier in the season. I'm like, I might do this every week. And now if we lost for like almost a month straight on some bullshit and some, it's like, yeah, I'm good. Like I lied. We hit Bills Colts just last weekend. We hit that teaser. Nice. I forgot about that. Shit. So yeah, let's try to hit one more maybe. then we'll call it. But like I said, 49ers, we'll probably bet on them. Maybe take CMC to score. I don't know. It's yet again two teams that just love to spread out the ball a lot, so it's hard to pick a guy who's going to be good. Ricky Pearsall, goose eggs. Deebo Samuel doesn't play the best. Shit. George Kittle didn't play at all. So between me, I'm kind of thinking Juwan Jennings or Kittle when it comes to like some passing props. We'll probably look at those guys. And I don't want to bet anybody on the Packers. If it's anything for me, it's Josh Jacobs anytime touchdown or bust. The Packers are for sure a live team where you're like, all right, whose week is it this week? Jaden Reed scored first drive last week. And then, past that, Christian Watson got a ball. They just spread the ball too much. Nothing wrong with that. Like I said, there is nothing wrong with that at all. But when we're gamblers and we like a little bit more consistency, we don't like that shit. Cardinals, 1.5 point favorites over the Seahawks. Minus 118 on the money line. Give me the Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals. I love me some Cardinals, man. I'll admit, they've really impressed me this year. They've started to play a lot better, especially on offense. They've had some good moments. Give me James Conner anytime touchdown. Very excited to see what Marvin Harrison does in this game. This is going to be a fun division battle. I really have no true predictions for you. I can see the Seahawks winning by 30. I can see the Cardinals winning by 30. I can see this being a 13-13 game like last week, and then Geno Smith rushes for a touchdown to seal it. This is I think it's just going to be a fun NFL game. If I had to guess final score, probably, I think they'll score a little bit more than the 49ers game, but I don't think it'll be much. It's in Seattle. My guess is probably going to be a 24-20 type game, come down to the final drive or two. That's my guess for this game. If it's close, if it's not close, I could probably see the Cardinals running away with it. But regardless, we're going to bet on the Cardinals. Bet on James Conner anytime touchdown. Maybe take some rushing stats for him. And hey, don't sleep on Trey Benson. Trey Benson's getting a lot more carries in this Cardinals offense. They're actually going to make the playoffs, which as of right now, they're the favorites to win the division and do that. They're going to want James Conner at least somewhat healthy for it. So I'm not saying they aren't going to give him the ball, but Trey Benson's been really proving himself, so I look for him to potentially get a few more touches as well. Let me make sure I might have said Buddy's name wrong. I don't think I did, but it is Trey Benson. Sweet. There was a half second where I'm like, is his name Troy? It is not. Eagles 2.5 over the Rams. Give me Eagles minus 2.5. I just number play. Love the number. Eagles minus 2.5. Honestly, because if it's the other way, like if I'm being honest, like I'd bet. If I was going to bet the number for the Steelers-Browns game, I'm taking Browns 3.5 just for the fact that it's a field goal. I love the hook. But like I said, we're just going to preach responsible gambling, just not touch that game. We're going to bet some other games. So we'll take the Eagles at 2.5. Ooh, I might have to switch I'm not going to lie to you. I might switch that Chargers pick to the Ravens and pick them. That could happen. Just especially because it's my 1 point. I think there's going to be that's going to get maybe flipped. That might be a game time decision. Eagles minus 2.5 though. We'll talk about the Chargers game in a second. You know how we roll around here. Do I even need to give them out? It's our three boys, man. It's our boys: Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown. Anytime touchdown. Those three have been doing solid for us this year. Usually 2 out of 3 have hit in most of these games, so it's to the point. We're looking pretty solid, and I just like those 3 guys to score. I know it's dumb to just give out the same 3 guys every single week, but between the tush push, it's basically like I hate to say automatic, but Saquon or Jalen Hurts scoring, that's damn near like one of those 2 dudes are gonna score, and then you're basically just asking AJ Brown and whichever other the dudes didn't score. Like for example, they did the tush push. You're just asking, hey, can we get Saquon a rushing touchdown, please? And vice versa. Saquon scores, it's like, hey, we get to the 1, it's tush-push time, baby. So I feel good about either one of those. And Rams-wise, I just don't know who I'm going to take in that game, truly. Prop-wise, I probably will. Cooper Kupp kind of went off last week. Both him and Puka got some touchdowns, so I think the receptionist play might be a play there. But I don't know. They're starting to lean more on Matt Stafford's arm than Kyron Williams' legs. So it's making me think that both passing options might be in play. And then last game, Chargers +3. I love it. Give me the Chargers +3. We're going to take J.K. Dobbins to score in the revenge game. I do think they might try to get him in the end zone. I'm going to look for Quentin Johnson. Let me see. Quentin Johnson and Ladd's receiving over. Ladd McConkey, that is. I'm hoping these are pretty low numbers. Reasonably, like, when I'm talking low, I'm talking like 50s. If both these numbers are in the 50s, I will. 40s, 50s, I truly will love it. And that's where I'll be probably planning to go. But past Quentin Johnson, Ladd McConkey, J.K. Dobbins, all that. Ravens-wise, we're taking Derrick Henry to score every week. We do it. Derrick Henry's rushing over might not be a horrible play as well. They need to get him involved a little bit more, but Lamar, another one of those offenses. They pass the ball around a lot. I kind of want to take Mark Andrews for some stuff as well, but I just think this is going to be a really fun game, so it's going to come down to some live betting. And hey, that game's on Monday night, so we have some time to think about it. So quickly, to go through all my bets, we got Najee anytime touchdown, David Njoku over 44.5 receiving yards and over 4.5 receptions for Thursday Night Football. We're going to parlay Russell Wilson for a passing touchdown and Jameis Winston for a passing touchdown. That's -103 because their numbers at both is at a half. We're going to do Justin Jefferson anytime touchdown, Roschon Johnson anytime touchdown in that game for the Vikings-Bears. Bucks -5.5, Mike Evans anytime touchdown in that game. We're going to go Devon Achane. We're going to look at some of his props and everything. Might take Dolphins -7.5. That one's written in red. I'm not too sure about it. Commanders -10.5. Texans -7.5. Both written in red. Not fully sold on it, but those are bets I'm leaning towards. I am for sure going to take some Joe Mixon rushing touchdowns. Brian Robinson's rushing over and rushing touchdowns. Look for Nico Collins potentially getting in the end zone. Also look for the Commanders to have some other running backs getting in as well. Especially because if that becomes a blowout against the Cowboys, I could see them getting like Austin Eckler some touches, getting what's Buddy's name? McNichols. I'm so sorry. My fault, McNichols. Shout out my boy McNichols. Look for him to potentially score as well. Chiefs -10.5. Colts +7.5. AR's rushing over. AR anytime touchdowns. And we're going to go the usual. Jahmyr Gibbs anytime touchdown. Amon-Ra anytime touchdown. David Montgomery anytime touchdown. Broncos -5.5. 49ers +2.5. Cardinals money line. James Conner anytime touchdown. Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown. Eagles -2.5. The big three, Saquon, A.J. Brown, Jaleel Hurts, Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown. Then we got Monday night, Chargers +3. J.K. Dobbins anytime touchdown. We're going to take Quentin Johnson and Ladd McConkey's receiving over. Man, that's a fun one in the NFL. We're going a bit long. Nothing wrong with that, though. Just having some fun talking football with my people. That's what we're looking at bet-wise. We got picks out of the way. We got NFL bets out of the way. That just really leaves us with one more thing to talk about. College football. And we got some fun games tonight. Wednesday night, Ohio plus money against Toledo. That's going to be an awesome game. I actually think, you know what? We'll do a small little sprinkle on Miami of Ohio tonight. Eastern Michigan 1.5 point favorites over Buffalo. Nothing there. Georgia Tech Thursday night 8.5 over NC State. Nothing there for you. Friday UTSA 16.5 over Temple. Very tempting. Michigan State 13.5 over Purdue. Nothing there for you. Then you got San Jose State +7.5 against UNLV. I actually do really like that. I think San Jose had a really bad beat against Boise State last weekend where basically 11 minutes left into the fourth quarter, they're covering, and then all of a sudden, literally at the end of the game, we talked about it last week. Not even last week, Jesus. We talked about it on the last show. They basically, we're talking San Jose State covered until basically like a minute 42 left in the... A minute 42 left in the third quarter. They're still technically covering. It's right at push range. And then with 2:33 left to go, Ashton Jeanty got a touchdown. And then they got a pick six to boost it even more. Like I said, I misspoke. So that fourth quarter touchdown by Jeanty with 2:23 left to go, by the way. That put it to where it was going to push. And then that pick six made them cover with a minute 54. So, San Jose was very, very, very close to stealing this. Now they're going to be defending home again, this time against UNLV. Give me San Jose. I like San Jose to potentially keep this close. The fact I'm getting a hook, too, and getting 7.5, I think they keep this between the touchdown. I think it's going to be a very close battle between them and UNLV. Going to be a fun game. Give you a little Friday night. Won't lie to you, though. 10 p.m. Eastern, I ain't staying up till 2 a.m. I would love to, but... I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think I'll be able to make it. Iowa, 6.5 point over Maryland. Tempted to take... We're going to write it in red. I don't think I'm going to do it, but Maryland plus 6.5 is tempting. Just for the simple fact that... I can't even lie to you. I just want to fade Cade McNamara. That's pretty much all it is. Miami of Ohio. Miami of Florida. 24-point favorites over Wake. I'm not going to have anything there for you. Rutgers. 1.5 point. 1.5 point dogs to Illinois. We're going to take Illinois in the money line. I can't believe. Yeah, I like Illinois in the money line. Minus 111. Number feels a bit low, so we're going to take that there. For sure, like them Sigs, baby. IU plus 13.5. I just think they keep this game close. I'm not fully for sure if they're going to win it yet, but I for sure am damn hell not betting Ohio State on a big spread. And the fact that I can get Indiana now on a big spread, Indiana money line as well, obviously. But, man, happy to get our Hoosiers at an awesome number. This is going to be the fun game. I cannot wait till noon on Saturday. Cannot wait to watch that game. SMU minus 9.5 versus Virginia. That's going to be a scary game there. We're going to take, actually, UNC. North Carolina minus 2.5. I'm going to hope Omari and Hampton pretty much just runs all over Boston College there. Tempted to take UConn plus 10.5. Can't really get myself there. Another game we have in red is Jacksonville State. They're playing Sam Houston State. Jacksonville State is 6.5 point favorites. They have not covered for us for 2 straight weeks, so they're almost on a reverse NBA jam, which is, that ain't it, boy. So I might stay away from there. Another game, very, very, very tempted in taking Ole Miss, 10.5 point favorites. Not Ole Miss, Jesus, Florida. Florida 10.5 dogs over Ole Miss. I'm actually very tempted to take Florida. I just can't get myself to bet it, so we're going to stay away from that. Georgia, 42.5 point favorites over UMass. Tennessee, 41 point favorites over UTEP. We don't need to take Western Kentucky, Liberty. Florida State's 33.5 point favorites over Charleston Southern. I hate to say it, but give me Charleston Southern plus 33.5. We're going to write this in red. I might actually take it because it's a massive number. In Florida State, they're pretty bad. UAB, not going to take that game. Ball State, Bowling Green. UAB Rise, nothing there. Ball State, Bowling Green, nothing there. New Mexico State, Middle Tennessee. I think it's not New Mexico State. It's New Mexico, isn't it, who we want to bet on? Are they on bye? I actually did not see them even playing this week. Saturday, November 30th. So they are on bye, aren't they? That's a late-ass bye. That is a late-ass bye. Last game of the season, though, we're going to have to keep that in mind. New Mexico has a chance to get bowl eligibility with that game. Yes. Appalachian State, James Madison, nothing there. Southern Miss, South Alabama, nothing there. Nothing Kennesaw, FIU. Nothing in Charlotte, Florida Atlantic. Nothing Arizona, Tennessee. Nothing Arkansas State, UN Monroe. Minnesota, plus 11.5. That's another one we're going to write in red. I have a lot of red bets today because there's a lot that have hit the cutting room floor because it's like, man, I don't need to be giving out 2 weeks left in the season. We don't need to give out 1,500 bets before playoff time. But at the same time, with only 2 weeks left, why not let it loose a little bit? But I think Penn State could potentially get upset there, but at the same time, I'm really going to bet on Minnesota when I could just ignore that whole game as a whole, which I'm tempted to do. San Diego State, 4.5 point dogs, nothing there. Oklahoma State, Texas Tech, nothing for you there. Coastal Carolina, Georgia Southern, nothing there. South Florida, Tulsa. Colorado, 2.5 point favorites over Kansas. Line feels weird. Why am I writing down Kansas? Colorado, that's what I meant to write down. We're going to take Colorado minus 2.5. If you watch this show, I think it's very clear why I'm kind of taking Colorado minus 2.5. Not only because of all my futures and everything, I think they are the best team in the Big 12. Travis Hunter and Shadur Sanders, when they are at their best, and even not at their best, but that they're really, really good, or even good for that part, that is better than a lot of these other guys in the conference. If they can get the run game going, it's going to help out even more. They're going to have to stop the run against Kansas, though. I'm very excited to see how the defense plays. If the defense and run game can show up, this game's going to be a rout. If not, it's going to be a really fun Big 12 battle. Northwestern, 10.5 point dogs in Michigan. Can't take it. BYU is 3.5-point dogs to Arizona State. I think Arizona State is very liable to win that game. That's going to be a game we keep an eye on. I really can't pick a side in that regardless. So, man, I'm probably going to have to stay away. North Texas, East Carolina, nothing there. Nothing in Cal, Stanford. Texas, Kentucky, just going to stay away. Clemson, Citadel, I'm just going to no. UCF, West Virginia, no. Wisconsin, Nebraska. Weird line. It's only 2.5, so we're going to stay away. It just feels weird there. Louisville, Pittsburgh, 7.5, nothing there. South Carolina, Wolford, nothing there. Arkansas plays La Tech, nothing there. Missouri, Mississippi State. Troy plays Louisiana. Baylor, Houston. Boise State, 22.5-point favorites over Wyoming. Georgia State, 20-point dogs to Texas State. Washington State. Actually, we'll take this one. I think there's going to be a bounce-back spot here. We're going to take Washington State over Oregon. Oregon State, by the way, not actual Oregon. Oregon State just has too many injuries this year. Air Force shut them out last week, and I think they have I don't know at what position exactly, but they got walk-ons playing, and that's, confirmed. So it's obviously not all walk-ons are bad and everything, but these are walk-ons due to, injury. Multiple guys have been injured, so now they're playing the walk-ons in those positions, so I got to go. Washington State there. Army, 14.5-point favorites over Notre Dame. 14.5-point dogs over Notre Dame. Excuse me. Let's do it, man. Army plus 14.5. We're going to give it out. Especially after Notre Dame lost last week. I'm just going to be happy Notre Dame wins this big. And if they lose, hey, we got some stuff on Army. And if they even win but don't cover, hey, we got some money with Army. This is seriously just a happiness head for me, but I'll give it out just because. Why not? I'm sure some of you might want to jump on the train. We'll put this one in red. Alabama, minus 13.5. Tempting against Oklahoma. They should win that game big. I just can't get myself to take it. Iowa State, minus 7.5 against Utah. Just can't get myself to take that one either. Marshall, Old Dominion, no thank you. Very scared of this being a lookover spot, but Texas A&M, they're only 2.5-point favorites over Auburn. This just feels like more of a trap game vibe, so that's a maybe for me. We'll have to see. Vanderbilt, 7.5-point favorites. We're kind of done with them this season. We got all the money out of them we could. Cincinnati, Kansas State, no. Virginia Tech, Duke, no. USC, UCLA, no. Nevada, Air Force, no. Maybe Air Force, but nothing there. Fresno State, Colorado State. Tempted take Colorado State, but I'm just going to stay away. Nothing there. And that's going to do it for the college slate. So quickly to go through my bets. These are all maybes. These are all maybe bets. All written in red, all maybe bets. One more time. These are all maybes. Maryland, plus 6.5. Charleston Southern, plus 33.5. Jacksonville State, minus 6.5. Florida, plus 10.5. Minnesota, plus 11.5. Alabama, minus 13.5. These are all locks. And by locks, I mean locked in. We are betting these. For sure betting these. For sure betting these. For sure betting these. San Jose, plus 7.5. Ohio tonight against Toledo, plus 100 on the money line. Illinois, minus 111 on the money line. IU, plus 13.5 against Ohio State. UNC, minus 2.5 against Boston College. Colorado, minus 2.5 against Kansas. Washington State, minus 13.5 over Oregon State. Army, plus 14.5 over Notre Dame. We'll take Texas A&M, minus 2.5 over Auburn. Man, what a week. A lot of fun. If you want to see this again or you want to hear me do some more breakdowns, tomorrow morning we're appearing on Captain by Hook with my boy Rowan. I'll have that linked in the description. And be on the lookout Friday. Fully confirmed, we are going to have a show Friday. Look for that Friday night. I got one of my boys to come on. We're going to talk a little bit NBA. What's going on with the 76ers? We got the NBA Cup going on. We're a month into the season, so I might as well catch up on some NBA talk because, hey, don't get me wrong. I love football. Football's my thing, but I know there's some other people who want to hear a little bit about the NBA. And not only that, football's going to be, it's November, December, January. We only got three more months of this beautiful baby, so we got to enjoy it while we can. And like I said, when that's over, we're going to be talking basketball, so we might as well get a little bit into the woods now, kind of figure out what the hell's going on in that. And then hopefully after Thanksgiving, I'll have him back on again, and we can get Rowan on to talk college basketball because, man, they're about in the first month of their season. It's just been crazy. But thank y'all for watching. Thanks for the support. Really do appreciate it. Had a fun one today, and I will see everyone back in this feed Friday for some NBA talk.